Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Police are continuing to investigate a shooting that happened at a local store over the weekend. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. We begin with top story sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Nevada's Democrats are backing Vice President Kamala Harris after President Biden announced this weekend that he is dropping out of the presidential race. This comes following the president's debate performance, which prompted calls for him to step aside. Although Harris was endorsed by the president, nothing is set in stone. Democrats will need to go through a process to determine a new candidate ahead of the Democratic National Convention that is taking place in Chicago in August. Many Democratic delegates have already voiced their support for Harris. An altercation between a grocery store security guard and suspected shoplifters on Saturday afternoon ended in a shooting. According to police, a male victim had been in a struggle with suspected shoplifters at Marketon Supermarket prior to the shooting, and the suspects fled the scene before police could arrive. A suspect has been arrested, and we are still waiting on more details on the condition of the victim. This is an ongoing investigation. And we're learning more about the man who died in police custody last week. Las Vegas Metro Police held a news briefing and revealed that officers waited 17 minutes for emergency personnel to arrive on the scene. During that time, officers administered Narcan twice and attempted CPR on 56-year-old Michael Turner, who was later pronounced dead. The incident happened on July 16th on the 4700 block of West Charleston Boulevard. Police arrested Turner after two people say he assaulted them before getting into a car. Police ordered Turner out of the car and handcuffed him. They then sat him in an upright position when Turner became unresponsive.
He's not responding. Right now.
Police say 50 grams of meth were found in Turner's car and 29 grams were found on his body. His cause of death remains under investigation. Moving on to weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. We can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 110 degrees today and a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. this afternoon. An excessive heat warning has now been extended until Wednesday night. Those chances of showers and thunderstorms will continue throughout the majority of the week until Thursday, with temperatures near 110 degrees. This weekend, we'll see a dip in temperatures going down to 107, a much-needed relief. Moving on to business, a 17-year-old boy has been arrested after allegedly playing a role in the cyber attack that crippled MGM Resorts International for 10 days. The unidentified teen was released on bond after being apprehended in central England. The suspect was taken into custody on suspicion of blackmail and Computer Misuse Act offenses. Caesar reportedly paid a $15 million ransom to hackers and was largely unaffected by the hacking incident, while MGM didn't pay anything but suffered through several days of computer problems after taking down its own systems to prevent further infiltration. MGM reportedly lost $100 million as a result of the hack, but much of the losses were recovered through insurance payments.
Sports sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Vegas Nighthawks turned their focus to the IFL playoffs. An 11-5 record led the team to the second seed in the Western Conference and their first playoff appearance in franchise history. Now, kickoff for their first playoff game is slated for Saturday at 7:05 p.m. against the Arizona Rattlers at the Lee's Family Forum. The winner of that game will either face the defending champ San Diego Strikeforce or the Bay Area Panthers in the conference title game.
In Health, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Did you know that melons like cantaloupe, honeydew, or even watermelon contain some sweet health benefits? Well, listen to this. A 1-cup serving of cantaloupe contains 106% of the daily recommended value for vitamin A and 95% for vitamin C, which is also a good source of potassium and folate. 1 cup of honeydew has 51% of the daily recommended value for vitamin C and 11% for potassium. It also contains fiber, folate, and vitamin B6. Watermelon is also loaded with antioxidants linked to decreased risk of cancer, heart disease, and even age-related eye disorders. It also contains vitamins A, C, and potassium.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Point spreads are posted on the STN app for every Raiders game through the end of 2024, and the Silver and Black are favored in just 2 games. The Raiders opened as 5-point favorites at home on September 22nd against Bryce Young and the Panthers, who had just 2 wins in their 2023 campaign. And while it's a pick'em between the Raiders and the Broncos in Denver in Week 5, the Raiders are 3-point favorites when they face them again at Allegiant Stadium on November 24th.
Vegas Nation, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders' move to Costa Mesa, California for training camp has not seen much promotion in SoCal, and the answer is simple. The Rams and Chargers have the right to block the Silver and Black from doing so. This move puts 5 teams in one region of California, the Saints, Cowboys, Rams, Chargers, and Raiders all in close proximity, but the Rams and Chargers have the marketing rights to the area, blocking the Raiders from promoting anything about camp in SoCal. The Raiders do return to Las Vegas, though, for a pair of scrimmages and more practices after their preseason Week 1 game in Minnesota.
In lifestyle news, 33 new firefighters graduated training academy and officially became a part of the Henderson Fire Department during a recent ceremony.
Of the United States. Of the United States. And the Constitution. And the Constitution.
This is the largest ever class that has completed 20 weeks of rigorous training to prepare for a career as a Henderson firefighter. The training included classes on hazardous chemicals, emergency medical procedures, firefighting skills, and much more. Graduates will soon be able to move into full-time firefighting positions throughout the department's 13 fire stations. This includes Station 92 in West Henderson, currently under construction and is set to open in early 2025. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A new Elvis show is at the Westgate as the resort continues its relationship with the king of rock and roll that dates to the hotel's opening as the International 55 years ago this month. The King Comes Home at Westgate Cabaret opened in June. The tribute has already been extended through July 2025, starring veteran Elvis tribute artist Daniel Durston. Durston leads a journey through Presley's early recordings, film career, 1968 comeback special, and Las Vegas residency. Performances run Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. and Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7:30. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Search Review Journal on the platform of your choice to stay up to date all the time. We'll see you here tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.